this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Brockers able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Play action now. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Third and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw on second down is Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Let's go. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can...
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Mariota now on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Super one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Lewis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And he'll bang that one through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been... Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Titans are able to get a score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
180.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Listen.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Goff. Rolling to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
12. We got four down. DC.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to launch the... And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 45 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Mariota. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Super one. Tiger, Tiger.
After the interception, here's Goff. Airing it out deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. You got 4. You got 4. 76. Tell him. 76.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daquan Jones able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Michael Brockers in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's flushed out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this out past the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mariota Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Samson Abukum in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Second down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Titans on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
1-1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 23 yards on the play. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. 3rd and long. It's gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Goff now looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's gone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From the gun, Mariota. Now he's forced out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to get him again. And that's his sixth sack of the ball game. One off the NFL record of 7. Third and long here for Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Throwing now, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.